Yeah, so tonight we're just staying really nice and gentle, just a few stretches to ease off the day, and then calming down with a little bit of a guided meditation at the end. So if you do want to grab any blocks or any pillows, then you're welcome to do so. You may like a blanket for the end. And we're going to start today all the way lying down in Savasana, or constructive rest pose if that's more comfortable for your back. You're welcome to keep a bend in the knees, or lie all the way down in Savasana, or maybe even take side Savasana with any props. And just take a moment to get comfy, taking the feet out nice and wide if you're in full Savasana. Allowing the palms to be open up to the sky. Allowing the eyes to close here. And taking a big breath in through the nose. And a big sigh out the mouth. Coming to arrive in your space on the mat. Just taking a moment to check in and see how you're feeling. How does the body feel? How does the mind feel? Allowing yourself full permission to be present here and now. And if it's comfortable, maybe invitation to bring one hand to the chest. And starting to breathe into this space. Allow the chest to fill with air on the inhale, pushing into that hand, feeling the connection between the hand and the heart space. And exhaling, feeling it sink, melt, release. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose if it's comfortable. Just keeping your awareness in your heart space. Noticing the rise and the fall of the chest with every breath. starting to slow the breath down. And if comfortable, invitation to bring the other hand onto the belly. An invitation to deepen the breath all the way down to the belly. Big belly breath in, expanding into that hand. And as you exhale, noticing the fall of the navel back towards the spine. Exhaling fully and completely. Another deep belly breath in all the way down, expanding into that hand. And exhaling fully, completely. And this time as you inhale, invitation if you can deepen the breath even more. Breathing first into the belly. Inhaling more, seeing if the ribs can expand. Maybe all the way up to the chest. As you exhale, feeling the ribs slide back down. The navel sinking back down towards the spine. Another deep belly breath in. First the belly, then the ribs, then the chest expand with air, with prana, with life force energy. Exhaling from the chest, then the ribs, then the belly. A few more times with your own breath, with your own rhythm. If it's comfortable, keeping this slow, deep breath. Fueling every cell in your body with fresh oxygen, fresh prana. One more full round in your own time. And whenever you're ready, releasing control of the breath, allowing the hands to fall back down to the sides. And just noticing the natural breath, releasing all control. And whenever you're ready, gently allowing the eyes to flutter open. And finding a big stretch as you inhale, extending the arms above the head, extending the feet below you, finding a full body stretch. And as you exhale, softening. On the next inhale, option to extend as we bring in the knees in towards the chest. And maybe finding some rocks from side to side, or staying with stillness. That feels good for you. And as you exhale, bringing the feet down towards the mat, taking the mat as wide as the mat. And finding some windscreen wipers, allowing the knees to drop from side to side. Just taking a few rounds here. Maybe as you exhale to one side, inhaling to center, exhaling to the other, or finding a rhythm. Maybe the hands cactus here as you open through the chest. Whenever you're ready, coming back through center and bringing the feet back in line with the hips. Just taking a moment to tuck the tailbone under so the lower back has connection with the earth here. And as you inhale, bringing the right foot over the left, crossing at the ankle. And maybe the hands come to the hips here. As you breathe into the hip here, relaxing the shoulders and the elbows down into the mat. Actively drawing that right knee away from you. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe on the inhale, lifting that left foot, bringing the hands behind the thigh. Or maybe on top of the knee. As you actively draw the right knee away from you. And allow the shoulders to relax into the earth. Big breath in. Big breath out. Maybe the knee works towards the chest or stays where it is. One more breath here. As you exhale, planting that foot back onto the mat as it's raised. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, option to walk that right foot over to the left side, finding a twist here, seeing if that foot can come down to the earth or staying wherever feels comfortable for you. Maybe the hands cactus here. And as you exhale again, drawing that knee down away from you, seeing if you can draw that right hip down towards the earth. Just sending your energy there. Staying with the slow, steady breath. Grounding the right shoulder down. Inhaling. Exhaling. And on the next inhale, slowly and gently coming all the way back up through center. And as you exhale, grounding down that right foot. And again, option to walk the feet out as wide as the mat and take another little wiggle here. Taking another little windscreen. Wish wash to the sides, getting into the hips. And whenever you're ready, coming back into center, feet back in line with the hips, tucking that tailbone under, finding that connection with the earth. And as you inhale, left foot this time, stacks over the right, crossing at the ankle, flexing through that left foot. Actively drawing that left knee down away from you. Maybe the hands come here to support you. Maybe the right hand stays on the right hip as you actively draw the hips down. No tension in the neck or the shoulders or the jaw. Softening as you exhale, drawing the knee down away from you. Maybe you stay here, or as you inhale, option to raise the right foot, bring the hands behind the thigh or on top of the knee, keeping the left foot flexed and active. Inhaling here, and maybe on the exhale, the knee works its way a little bit closer towards the chest, ensuring the shoulders stay nice and soft. Inhaling. And as you exhale, planting the foot back down to the earth. Inhaling here, and as you exhale, option to find the twist again. Left foot twist over to the right side, maybe coming all the way down to the earth, or staying wherever's comfortable. Again, grounding down through that left shoulder. Actively drawing that left knee down away from you. One more breath here. And as you inhale, gently, slowly coming back through center. As you exhale, planting the foot back onto the earth. An option to bring the knees back in towards the chest again. Maybe stillness, or maybe finding some circles or some rocks. One way or the other. And whenever you're ready, as you exhale, grounding the feet down in line with the hips. Again, just tucking that tailbone under, connecting with the earth. Bringing the palms down towards the ground. Slightly tucking the chin, finding space in the back of the neck. And pushing into those big toes. Coming to find some pelvis rocks here. So as you inhale, sending the pelvis forward, creating space in the lower back, lifting the back off the mat, but keeping the sit bones grounded, just a slow, gentle tilt. And as you exhale, allow the pelvis to tilt back, feeling the connection back with the earth. Inhaling, the pelvis tilts forward. Exhaling, it comes tucking the tailbone back under. Just finding this subtle movement with your own breath here. As big or as small as you need. And maybe you stay here this evening with these gentle pelvic tilts, or finding some bigger movements, invitation to play with some bridge raises as you take a moment to ground down through the feet, ground down through the shoulders, palms connected with the earth. Option on the next inhale to slowly and gently raise the hips up towards the sky. Just staying quite passive and gentle, seeing if the movement can flow with the breath. And as you exhale, allowing the movement to flow back down again. As you inhale, option to raise the hips, seeing if this movement can last for the complete inhale. And exhale, softening slowly, rolling back down. One more time, whichever variation best serves you this evening. And for this last round again, option to stay with one or two, or maybe inviting some arms into the practice as you inhale, lifting the hips, maybe lifting the arms all the way above the head. See if you can expand the breath. And as you exhale, slowly and gently, hands and hips roll all the way back down to the earth. Really nice. Taking one more breath here on the ground. And exhale through the mouth. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, dropping the knees over to the left side, rolling onto the side, coming into the fetal position. And just taking a moment to adjust anything. Maybe you need a pillow under the head. As we just stay here for a few breaths, allowing the eyes to close. And just noticing how the body feels. In a safe pose. Taking comfort. One more deep breath here. And when you're ready, maybe fluttering the eyes open. And whenever you're ready, as you inhale, gently, slowly coming up to find a comfortable seat, maybe cross-legged. Coming to find some circles with the neck here. As you inhale, drawing the chin towards the chest. And as you exhale, allow the right ear to melt down towards the right shoulder. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling to center. Exhaling to the right. Maybe you find some circles, half circles, or maybe you find complete circles if it's comfortable in the neck here. Or any variation that feels good for the neck. And whenever you're ready, coming back to center and finding some shoulder circles as we inhale, sending the shoulders forwards and up. And exhale, back and down. Inhaling forward and up. And exhaling back and down. Seeing if you can actively draw the shoulders even more forward and even further back. Feeling any clicks or crunches, getting into any moments of tension here. And the other direction if it's comfortable. Inhaling upwards and exhaling downwards. Maybe the arms extend if it's comfortable. And whenever you're ready, coming back to center, bringing the hands onto the knees. And as you inhale into seated cat-cow, raising the chest on the inhale, drawing the shoulders down, finding space, maybe the gaze comes up. And as you exhale, rounding under, navel to the spine, chin to the chest, facing the shoulder blades. Inhaling, rolling up, finding space through the chest. And exhaling, rolling under. Staying with these cat-cow movements, or maybe finding some circles as you inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, rolling backwards. Finding your own rhythm with your own breath. As big or as small, it feels good. Maybe reversing direction as you inhale forward. Exhale back. One more round here in your own time. And whenever you're ready, as you exhale, coming back to find center. As you inhale, coming to tabletop all fours. Ensuring the hands are below shoulders, the knees are below hips here. Spreading the fingers wide. And finding some circles here as you inhale, rolling forwards on the hip, on the wrist, sorry. And as you exhale, the hips come back. Again, as big or as small as feels good for your body today. And maybe reversing the other direction. And whenever you're ready, coming back in to find center. Back to neutral spine. Length in the back of the neck. Option to stay here, or as we exhale, coming down onto the elbows. Finding a Sphinx variation. And coming into puppy pose or melting heart. So option to keep the elbows underneath the shoulders, or if you have any injuries, walking them wide. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you start to walk those hands forward, melting the chest down towards the mat. Option to take a block or a cushion underneath the head here. As you melt the chest down towards the mat on every exhale. Seeing where you can find space between the shoulders and the ears. Staying here for 2 more deep breaths. Whenever you're ready, as you inhale, gently, slowly walking the hands back towards the body, coming back onto the elbows. And as you exhale, send the hips back and come to find child's pose. Maybe the feet and the knees come out, as wide as the mat. And again, options to bring the head onto a cushion or a block here. We're coming all the way down to the earth. But seeing if you can deepen the breath. So this time you're filling up the entire back space of the body. Breathing into the back of the ribs. All the way up to the shoulders. And as you exhale, feel the body soften down into the earth. Imagining inhaling all the way down into the ribs, into the hips, into the ribs, into the shoulders. And exhaling, feeling the body soften and melt down towards the earth. One more breath here. And whenever you're ready, as you inhale, walking the hands towards the knees and sending the feet out in front of you. Extending the legs here, option to keep a bend in the knees. Maybe moving the flesh of the sit bones out of the way to find some grounding in the sit bones. And starting to switch the feet back on, finding some active feet here. Being gentle with the knees, not locking here. As you inhale, growing tall through the spine. Maybe you stay here in an active staff pose, Dandasana. Maybe as you exhale, you find a gentle back bend here. Or if you're injury-free, option to take a forward fold as you exhale, walking the hands down towards the shins. Maybe keeping a generous bend in the knees. An option to use any pillows here underneath the belly. Softening and relaxing with every exhale. Allowing the head to be heavy. One more breath here. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. And on the next inhale, as you slowly, gently walk the hands back towards the body, coming all the way back up. And take a bend in the knees. As you slowly, gently walk the hands down, coming all the way back down to the mat. And as you inhale, bringing the right knee towards the chest, option to keep the left foot on the mat, or maybe extending through that left leg for a deeper stretch here, grounding down through the shoulders. Exhaling knee towards the chest. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, taking the right knee over to the left side. Option to keep this left leg extended, or coming to find the knee stacked if you need. And maybe the left hand helps the right knee down towards the earth as the right shoulder releases down into the mat. Maybe looking over the right shoulder if it's comfortable in the neck, and allowing the eyes to close here. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. Whenever you're ready, as you inhale, slowly, gently bringing that knee back towards center. And sending that foot all the way down. Or keeping it on the mat if you need. And as you inhale, left side this time, bringing the knee in towards the chest. Option to keep that right knee bent if you need, or extending that foot all the way down. And as you exhale, walking the left knee over towards the right side. And again, maybe the hand helps the knee go deeper. Maybe the knees are stacked. As you exhale, grounding into the left shoulder here. And when you're ready, as you inhale, gently coming back up through center. And taking any movements that you need before coming into the final resting pose of Savasana. Maybe it's knees towards the chest. Maybe it's a big body stretch. Maybe it's a happy baby. And whenever you're ready, coming down to find your Savasana. Taking any blankets if you need. Allowing the feet to be out wide. And the palms to be up, open to the sky. Allowing the eyes to close. And taking one more deep inhale through the nose. And this time, sigh out the mouth. Another inhale through the nose. Exhale, let something go. Coming back to notice the natural rhythm of the breath. And taking a moment to notice how the body feels here. And how the mind feels here. Gently bring in your awareness to the head and to the face. Without moving too much. Just scrunching up the nose, screwing the eyes tight. Perhaps puckering the lips. Squeezing every muscle in the face, brow. As you exhale, soften and release, relax and let go. Noticing the sensation of the release. Noticing the sensation in the muscles of the face. Noticing the process from tight to soft. When you're ready, dropping your awareness down into your shoulders, down to the sides of your rib cage, your chest, your back, your belly and your lower back. Aware of your entire torso. And as you lie here, on the next inhale, squeezing and flexing the torso, squeezing the sides of the body, tightening through the belly, activating through the back and the shoulders, the chest, holding tight as you active every last corner of the body. And a long inhale. And as you exhale, let go. Soften. And staying present with this process. The sensation of the muscles releasing. The sensation of softening. Not only in the body, but also in the mind. Notice how a space slowly unfolds in the body. More space is available in the breath and in the mind. And when you feel ready, bring in your awareness into your arms, upper and lower arms, wrists, hands, fingers. Notice what's present right now. And with an inhale, begin to tighten, making fists with your hands, squeezing in the fingers, active through the forearms. Maybe bending the elbows. Every muscle of the arm and the hands is tight. Taking one more inhale. And as you exhale, release. Bring the arms down by the sides and the palms back up to face the sky. Feeling each one of your fingers slowly letting go. Notice where in the arms you feel opening. And invite awareness of opening into your whole being. Bringing your awareness now to your hips, your buttocks, your thighs. Noticing any sensations in this area, or perhaps there are none. And as you inhale, starting to active through the thighs, the buttocks, maybe even the lower belly squeezes and tightens, engaging every muscle, holding and squeezing for the long inhale. And then with the exhale, soften, watching the process of softening, staying present with the sensation of letting go. Notice the softening in your upper legs, your back, the lower belly, and also notice the softening in your mind. Grateful for the sensation of tension that helps us better recognize the sensation of letting go. Gently bringing your awareness to your knees and lower legs, your ankles, your feet, your toes. And with an inhale, curling the toes in, flexing or scrunching the feet, squeezing the knees, your calves, the shin muscles, holding this tension intentionally for another inhale. Then with your exhale, let go. Feel the tension exiting. Is it exiting the body or exiting the mind? Or perhaps both. Staying present with the ease in the body. Noticing how this ease is also in the breath and in the mind. And whenever you're ready, starting to deepen the breath. Coming back into the body, back into your room. And maybe inviting movements in fingers and toes, or shaking of the head. And if you feel ready, gently and slowly rolling onto one side. And if you feel ready, then be making your way back up to find a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands together at heart center. And bowing your head. And congratulating yourself for carving out the time for you. For making space for your time to breathe and pause and check back in with your body. Namaste.